So you imagine that you are cutting a tie from the pendulum. You can do it right now if you want. You close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine the light of God surrounds you, and it's so heavy, like it's so intense that it cuts any ties that you gave or had from two or any pendulums. You can leave and allow intentionally the pendulum, like the tie, to people that you love, right? People that you care about. Maybe you have a mom, maybe you have a spouse, maybe you have a person that you love, right? So you can leave the tie, but you can cut everything else. And as you finish imagining this, imagine a shield. In my case, it's a blue shield. Imagine a blue shield surrounding you. It's a big blue shield, ends up ends up like 3 meters below you, and it's like a tube. Imagine it like opening up and then narrowing down, and this shield protects you. And you have and your energy is all around this struck like shield. Also imagine a one of the ways you can also imagine a long tube of white energy. So imagine you take in like a white energy, like a stick, right? It circles around your body, grabs pendulum's ties like a nest, and goes downward, taking them, taking like sucking their ties away with it and disappearing. And also you can imagine one fast, um, how do you call it? I hope you got it. Like imagine as like a bulb, like a white energy that is that is getting fast as a helicopter. That is spinning fast, and goes from your legs through you all the way through from your head, and also grabs the remaining ties from the pendulums, taking them away from you. You can also do the vertical, horizontal cleaning as you wish, and that's it. And then you imagine the white light coming and just burning everything, like dissipating everything. And by seeing this, you actually free yourself from the pendulum, draining vital energy. These emotions keep you stuck, blah, blah, blah. We worked through it. Feeding collective negativity. Getting caught up in negativity like outrage about news feeds the collective energy of the pendulum. So, guys, in my opinion, you are powerful, right? The media that you follow, and if you think and you follow a lot of these people who tell you what like what BlackRock is doing, what this is doing, what that is doing. Every time you see this, every time you expose yourself to it. But wait, I'm not telling you not to watch or see these things. You need to be aware, but you can set a time limit for yourself. So you can say, for example, you can go to social, you can use social media and understand and see this news maybe once a week. You're optimistic, you are powerful, you know that you will survive, everything will be okay. You could just understand what's happening to get a glimpse, to prepare yourself. What are the action steps? What could you do if this happens? What will be my action plan? What will there is a great book that I know is called Your Next 5 Moves. Like what is gonna happen if this happens? Like, for example, if outage comes, like if the city becomes outage, there is no electricity, what would you do? Are you prepared? If there is a flood coming, what will you do? Are you prepared? What could possibly happen? What is the worst case scenario? So prepare, and not only prepare for emergency, you can also prepare for the future. Invest in knowledge, right? Study AI, study some skills, learn something, so you get ahead of the curve, right? Get educated. Not only prepare for the worst, but like also prepare for the best. That's my take on it. And that's what you can actually do, because all this fear, all this stress, all this negative energy that you see is doing nothing to you other than casually uh, getting you accustomed to feeling those energies. You're accustomed to feeling disappointed. You're accustomed to feeling disgusted. You are basically and habitually feeling like like you're programmed to like you're basically constantly feeling um, like disgust uh, towards what's happening or what people may do. And remember, that is their reality, that is their world. I'm not telling you to be delusional. I know there is a principle that's called 80-20 principle, right? So you can say 20% of the time, what a fact remains a fact, right? Like, you are born in this world, you live in this country, you have these parents, you have this circumstance, maybe something is happening, maybe this company is buying houses, maybe 20%. 80% is your creation, is your reality, how you see it, how you envision it, like what reality do you see? Okay? So don't forget your power. Like, if you're thinking that the reality that the news or the media is portraying is the reality you are actually living, then you are blinded. So, releasing the grip. Recognize and neutralize pendulums to regain control over your emotional state. Detach from emotional hooks. So, if you observe without reaching, observe without reacting, you have the power to free yourself from these energy structures. So, if you reject a friend, they may try to play on your guilt. They may try to blame you. They may try to use some words to hook onto you. They may say, "Oh, you are just blah blah blah. You're just talking. You are not real. You are this. You are this." Don't react. Don't react. That's a pendulum trying to hook back, trying to get you emotionally, trying you to justify yourself. Remember, Vadim Zeland says, do not justify yourself. Do not justify yourself. You could explain to people that, hey, I really love you, but there are certain projects that I'm working on, and I am not really, and I really like, I really I don't want to miss my project. Or you can be really honest with people, and depending on your situation and your maturity, you can handle the situation, but try to be like as honest, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't for example, if a person asks you to do a task for them and you yourself are loaded with a lot of tasks, you could basically say, hey, I've actually got a lot of tasks that I myself want to complete and finish. I will, I mean, you can ask someone else for help. Or I don't like, I don't prefer to use the word can't. You can't do everything. Don't say I can't, but you can just basically reject politely. Say I am really swamped by this project. I'm really working hard to get this project done. I'm working on my online YouTube videos, or I'm working on my income streams, or I'm working on this job.